Suck my ass.
Yeah, that's funny. But here's the oak leaf.
Suck my dick, dude. Choke on it.
I've got all 4. I should hurry to the Chamberlain.
I wouldn't yell that out that much with these guys around. Because they will be like, "Arr, we're gonna beat your ass now." So, here we go. 4 leaves. Hope you like it.
I've got all 4 oak leaves.
What? You? Show them to me. Yes, indeed.
Now the dire bunch can see who were the fools all along.
Not so fast. There's one more task ahead of you.
Oh, come
But
on.
I've collected all 4 leaves.
Take this town pennant here and hoist it in front of the castle walls.
Oh my. Now that reeks of harassment.
It's meant to be a tribute to the town and your king. You are
idiot.
supposed to show your pride in being a subject of the king of Andergast.
Piece of cake.
I have to do what with the what? Ah, the band of Undergust.
That has to go on the crossbar.
Let's put it on the crossbar. The crank. Yay! Woo!
The birdcatcher has succeeded. That's not a good omen.
You can also suck my dick and choke on
You have
it.
achieved victory in the Oak Leaf
Fuck's
Challenge.
sake.
Who would have thought?
In order to receive your honors, you will be allowed to appear before your king today.
Try not
But
to
someone
kill him,
of your
please.
ilk will not be admitted into the presence of the king, just like that. So listen to me carefully.
Whatever you say, Master Chamberlain.
Royal Chamberlain,
My apologies.
first rule. You're only to talk if you are spoken to first. Do not ever interrupt the king. Or me, for that matter. And don't approach the throne closer than 7 paces.
Yes, sir.
You can count to 7, right?
7 is the number that comes after 6.
You will address the king as Your Royal Highness or Your Majesty.
Your Royal Highness. Got it?
Don't cause me any embarrassment. One slip and you'll have spent your final day in Andergast. All right, let's get this thing over with.
Alright.
Newcastle, report.
The young queen of Nostria will spend some memorable days here in Andergast, Your Majesty.
Have the guards been clothed properly from the armory? And has the messenger with a welcome note finally been sent?
Not only that, my liege. The finest pastries have arrived from Albernian shores. They taste delicious. And we finally managed to cast the role of the rogue Morgul for the soirée. Old Buckledorn will play the part.
Oh, yeah.
An interesting choice. He shall not frighten the queen too much, though.
As you wish, my liege.
Who is that young lad over there? Is he a carney, too?
Your Majesty, a victor has been named in the minor challenge of the Oak Leaf for the common folk. It is young Garon from the Tannerhood.
Yo! A proud address, or not proud.
My liege.
Don't bother, Newcastle.
The youngster is the stepchild of Ranger Gwynling.
Is that so?
I'm not sure. Yeah, of course.
It's true, Your Majesty.
Old Gwindling. Without him, we'd probably still be fearing the seer to this day.
Your Majesty, don't forget that...
He paid his dues. Be that as it may. I hereby proclaim you winner of the Oak Leaf Challenge, Garon.
Thus spoken and sealed in the 1,889th year of independence.
May you make Andergast proud, my boy.
My boy.
You may thank the king and rise now.
I thank you for this honor, Your Majesty.
Thanks,
Your
dude.
audience is over now.
Wait. Say, didn't you learn the trade of the hunt from Gwynling, Garon?
Yeah. Humility, of course.
He taught me 1 or 2 things, all right, but I'm still at the beginning of my career.
Each journey starts with the first step.
Yes.
Say, Sir Newcastle, Have the attempts to rid the royal guest chambers of those nasty crows been successful yet?
Your Majesty, we're doing all we can.
But
They're proving themselves quite obstinate, my liege. Nasty little buggers indeed, those crows.
I've been hearing that for days now.
The servants are doing the best they can.
Not good enough, it seems. It would constitute an insult to the Queen of Nostria. Geron, do you think you can deal with crows?
They're just birds like every other kind. You bait them, scoop them, grab hold of them.
Well, that's good news. I hereby charge you with the mission of ridding the royal guest chamber of all crows.
Yes,
But
the
your
first
Majesty...
quest.
The whole court is terribly busy, Newcastle. I'm sure you can use a helping hand.
Of course, my liege. I'm just saying... Well, you know what people say about him.
The
I'm not
flatulence
inclined to
and so
bother with the superstitions of the plebs. It is concluded. Take the man-child to the ravaged chambers at once.
Very well, my liege.
Fulfill your charge well, Garon, and we'll meet again. The fate of Andergast lies in your hands.
I will not disappoint you, my king.
You have brought me some serious trouble already, young man. I hope you won't cause us any more bad luck.
I'll do my best.
What should he have said? No,
The crows
king,
have been
sorry.
at it in here since yesterday. You can see for yourself what damage they've done. In just a few days, the Queen of Nostria will arrive. These are the only appropriate chambers for a guest of that importance.
This must have been a nice room once.
Spare your
The
cheeky comments.
man-child?
You better start catching those crows. And I said catch, not kill. King Aphedan's wife doesn't want any bad omens, you hear?
Got it. I'll think of something.
And don't let your fingers get sticky.
Sorry, but there's a bed and I'm lonely. I mean, oh, you mean stealing? Yeah, stealing. Of course I won't do that. You know. So, what do we have here? Heißert Samuel. Arak.
Softer than my bed.
It's kind of sad.
It must be worth a fortune.
Don't get your hands sticky.
What a massive fireplace. Rumour has it there are secret passages throughout the castle. I'll find out if this is one of them eventually. But first I'll deal with the crows.
Yeah, a stacks.
This is bound to batter someone to death, loose as it is. Gwynling's old stuffed owl has nothing on this thing, I must admit.
So, a chandelier. Which is great crap depending on the author. Yeah, that's kind of right. Sort of. But it is a RPG setting, so that's right.
I'll never be able to catch them with my bare hands.
Well, I have a net with me. Can I use the net?
This could be easy, if only the birds couldn't fly away.
Okay. A net trap.
I'll have to set up the trap somewhere.
Set it up on the rock. So, then we need to bait it.
A bird catcher needs two things, a proper trap and the right bait.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Yoink. Hey, dude.
What was that?
Nothing. Everything's fine.
So can I... Kinda... I'm sorry. Didn't want to do that.
What a mess.
So let's do this again.
That's a good idea, but I'll have to set up the net somewhere.
Where can I practice that? So set up the net on the fireplace.
I'll lure the crows into the fireplace and then set up the net in front of it. Then they'll escape through the chimney and come back in through the window.
Was this just like, hey, that's a good idea?
That's a good idea, but I'll...
Use the card quote.
I'll lure the crows into... Then they'll...
Yes.
I've caught the first bugger. Regrettably, that was the only... What a mass...
I'm confused.
Softer... It must be...
Ah, the chandelier. The net. And now the card quote. Yo, dude! Oh! Hey! Hey! Don't attack me! Fucking birds! How do they work? Ah! BDSM gone horribly wrong.
You...
I forgot the safe word! I want to say the safe word!
Just as I thought.
What?
Got it!
Where am I? The execution. The seer.
Silence! No bad omens. And to think I put in a good word to the king for you.
Well, I got 2 of the 3 birds.
What happened?
I know what will happen. You'll catch those crows by the hour of 6 this evening, or you'll be put in the pillory.
The crows. Right. I don't suppose this was successful.
The sand in your
pillory?
hourglass is wasting away, bird catcher. It will run out at the hour of 6 this evening.
What is a pillory?
This dream, it... Pull yourself together, Geron, and start to deal with those crows already. The king trusts me. I can't let him down. Hamling found something that can help me while he was dissecting the bird.
Well, I got 2 of them. Like I said, since Samuel wasn't here before, I watched a Let's Play of this game, and I really enjoyed it. That's why I wanted to share it with you guys. It does play in the Dark Eye universe. It has some mentions of it, but it's not hardly ingrained in it. Like, it could be set in any other world too, sort of. Just with different god names, of course, but yeah. Dwindling, I need your help. Oh, he fixed the
Geron,
birdcage.
you turned up at the right time.
He sure seems to have gone through a mood change. That can't be good.
You'll have to catch a fairy for me, as quickly as possible.
Okay.
A fairy? What's gotten into you?
We don't have much time. Help me.
What do you need a fairy for? Is she supposed to drive away the crows for you?
I may be wrong, but perhaps the seer is back.
Again with this horror story. You're not making any sense. You'd better help me expel the crows from the royal guest chambers.
Later. For now, just do what I tell you.
How could the seer possibly be back? He's dead, isn't he?
We all watched him die, but now not only the crows have returned.
But the magpies too?
Murders, Geron, where none should occur. First Knight Ulderich, now Magister Dorata. They were the ones who put the seer at the stake. Who knows what else will happen?
What's a fairy got to do with the seer?
Not a fairy, the fairy. You have to catch her before someone else does.
What does the seer want with the fairy?
Only she can unleash the power of the magic harp. No man, not even the seer, can play it without dying. By the gods. If he's back, everything will start all over.
You aren't making any sense to me, old man. Tell me more about that magic harp.
I don't know. It is said to be from the realm of the fairies.
Okay.
Is this the one in the drawing?
This is what she might look like. Who can be sure?
What did the seer want with the harp?
He longed for her because she was the gateway to his power. Or that's what he thought, anyway.